What is going on, Bulls Nation? Back again for another video. So today I was a bit late. There's a lot of football going on, and it's beautiful football. My goodness, this postseason has been terrific. But enough of that football talk. We are going to talk about the Bulls and their big win against the Portland Trailblazers, and I mean big because we need this wins. We need to, string a few wins in here before our guys, before the other teams realize that we are so decimated. So this, lower level teams as we speak, we got to beat them. And we did. We did with this Trailblazers. We have another one against Orlando on Tuesday. But let's talk about this Blazers team. They were doing the game was close, and I don't like it when the game is close for the Bulls. Because again, with these kind of teams, especially the Trailblazers, who are missing more, players than us, the game shouldn't even be competitive. And we pulled away, which is good. And two takeaways from this game is that we also saw Robert Covington, which is one player that is being linked to the Bulls. And I also made a video about Covington, a separate video before I watched the Trailblazers. I've seen the guy play multiple times. I like the guy, and we'll talk about him in a separate video. But upon this game, seen some positives. Vooch woke up in this game, and Nurkic is a pretty good player, not really a defensive guy, but he's a big guy. Who could body up Vooch. But there's only a few guys, I believe, with Vooch offensive prowess. If he doesn't camp out in the three-point area, he has a chance to score 20 or more points every single night. And he did. And I am glad that slowly but surely, Vooch is lowering that three-point attempts. I'm not saying do not take any more attempts, Vooch. Pick your poison. If you can live down low, that's where we need you. And also the defense. The pick and roll didn't matter too much for the Bulls here. We did a pretty decent job on defending the pick and roll. For the most part, at least on this game, I mean, McCollum is really good. He's a good player. So there's nothing you can do when, he utilizes the pick really well. But our backcourt did a pretty decent job on containing, because what happens is that they don't fight on the pick and roll, and then you put Vooch in a compromised position. He can't move his feet really well. So that is the beauty of Ball and Caruso, is because they fight on that pick and roll. So they don't normally switch all the time. And if they did, they do a good job on containing the roll guy, so Vooch can switch backs to his man. We don't want him being in an island, moving his feet with his quicker guards, because we know, that is Vooch's not, that's not his strength. But with this game, I can say that the defensive intensity was a little bit more, than we saw, although we still gave up 100-something points, I think 122 points against the Trailblazers. But that's okay. As the thing is, we can't outscore teams to 130 every single night. It's gonna be hard to do, and they gotta tighten up the defense, especially in the backcourt. Ayo did again a pretty solid job. I think it starts with our backcourt, kind of like what happened all year long. Our backcourt has to pick it up, but there's certain days. Kobe White did. Man, he was on fire tonight. Was on fire. Defensively, still showed some decent defense in there. Do I want to see more? Of course, you always want to see more. Defense travels as they speak. We gotta defend like a unit, because we don't have individual dogs in this team that can hound the opposing team. But as a unit, communicating, telling where the screens are coming, where to send the other guy. I think that is what's gonna keep us alive, at least up until we get those two guards back, and DJ as well. Now I don't know if we're gonna see DJ here past the trade deadline. Hopefully the Bulls make some moves. I don't need it to be, as a fan and as a realistic fan, I don't need it to be, one of those blockbuster moves. As long as it moves the needle for the Bulls, give us some defense, shot blocking, toughness, all that good stuff. I think our offense would solve itself. We have way too many talented players on our team to worry about the offense. It's the defense that we got to enhance. But big win here against the Blazers. Man, I want to beat Orlando so bad on Tuesday. I want to beat them up. With what they did to the Bulls the last time. They were a young team, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the pride for the Bulls has to be, hey, you know what? We got Levine has another game under his belt. So has Javante, getting their feet back. They've been out for a few while now, so they have to perform and just demolish Orlando. I hope they do. This can't be a loss. This can't be an L against the Bulls. We're still number 2 on the standings, so that's pretty good. But yeah, Covington saw a bunch of him this game. Man, good defensively, very good defensively. But I don't know if it's something if he is someone that we need. I'm not quite sure about that. And speaking of what we need, I think it's around third quarter when Nurkic was setting this beautiful screen for them, and Javante just gave him the shoulder. That's what we want to see. In fairness, Javante was not there when Grayson Allen pulled that BS on Caruso, but I love to see that. Every once in a while, you got to let these guys know, man. Can't just push us over. Can't push us over around all the time. Nurkic doesn't mean any harm, but so is Javante. But you got to let him know that you exist. You go into the hole right now, you give me a tough screen, I'm going to get back at you. So, would love to see that. Hopefully we see that for more players from the Bulls in this upcoming games. Hey, Tony Bradley signing as well. Hey, we got to use this guy. He's a big body. He's a better shot blocker than Vooch at this point. He moves his feet fairly slow as well, but it feels like he just I don't know, maybe he has longer arms, or his defensive mindset is a little bit better than Vooch. Not on the pick and roll still, but hey, we got to utilize the guy. He's the only backup we have up until we get a new one. But big win nonetheless. Again, thank you for watching, guys. If you're a Bulls fan and you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Really does help the channel out. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday on another Bulls game.